Surprise!
Yeah.
You didn't get your announcement that you was coming in.
No. Hello.
Poor Brooks.
Surprise, mother!
Poor I just seen her. She was like, oh.
Here I
Brooke.
am.
We're live.
It's not the first time you've done something like that to me.
Oh man. Yeah, that was. We had to catch you off guard.
Yeah,
You
you did that on purpose, didn't you, Mike?
Sarah told me to do it.
No.
She said Brooks looks like she's not ready for it, Mike. So just hurry up and do it. Just get her on there.
I did not. I promise.
Throw that elbow, Sarah.
Look, chicken in the corner. Look, chicken in the corner. He thinks that's funny. All right. Man, we got a show tonight. Let me tell you, it's going to be top notch, guys. You're lucky to be here.
And you know why? It's because I'm here. No, I'm just kidding.
We finally
Well,
got
I thought
Sarah.
it was me.
Yeah, it's me and Brooks. Okay.
That's right.
Sarah was down at the backyard.
I was hibernating.
What part of our backyard, though? The lake or the bridges?
I went to all of it.
All of it.
I went on a scenic tour today of the land, checking everything,
Checking the fences.
checking the fence row.
Checking the herd.
Took you about 10 hours, didn't it?
It did. I started about 6 this morning. I just got done.
There you go.
Hello, Agent Kestrel. The creature on the thumbnail is what a lot of people are. We're going to talk a little bit about it tonight, but it's a goat man. There's Scotty. Scott. He says, Mike, where is the countdown? Hurry. Hey, we already done it, Scott. You're running behind. Your clock's broken.
Remember, he's an hour behind you, 2 behind me, or ahead of us, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on that slow time.
Yeah.
He's our special moderator.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys?
Oh, I guess we ought to do some shout outs before we get into
Yeah.
the nitty
Your
gritty.
chat's froze, though.
My chat froze?
Yep.
Why did it do that?
I don't know, but it went white and then it stopped. There it
Oh,
goes.
it ain't froze. It's just it's going so fast tonight. It's smoking.
Is that what it is?
Well, we'll say that. Sounds good.
Well, it's going because it was white.
we'll go with that.
Hello, Belinda Kruger. Hi, Scott. Hi, Tracy. Herbert.
So we're gonna throw some of these people up as you call them out.
Grape 8. How are you?
All right.
Hey, Dana. Lori. Hope you all are doing well. Hey, Herbert. How are you?
Great bait.
Yep.
Herbert. I think I threw Herbert up. Yep.
Sig, how are you? Ooh, that's a new one, ain't it?
Yeah. Sig. Cabrito tacos out him.
Make Cabrito tacos. Oh, God.
What's that?
Out of the goat man is what he was saying. Make tacos out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
I've never had those. There's Tom. I ain't even gonna try that last name because I'll butcher it up. Then we got Agent
John
Kestrel
Cosby.
here. We got Cindy Rose here. We got Norman Napier here.
Can you go back up real quick?
Keith Blunt. Lori who?
No. Huh?
What is it? Lori.
You need
We
to
got
go
Tracy.
up real fast.
Uh-oh. Sarah's seen something. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the psychic. Is that what you saw, Sarah?
No. Okay, hold on.
Psychic interconnections. Hello.
Hold on.
She makes this hard on me, Brooks. Right when I'm on a roll, she wants me
Sorry.
to scroll back.
Well, I know. Yeah. We're live,
Nope.
Sarah. Do you know that?
I'm sorry.
It's really just pissed me off tonight. I can't even start this off right.
Okay, go ahead.
Get my glasses on so I can see
Read.
too.
Just that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
There's Romans.
Hey, Romans, how are you?
I missed him. Romans, good to see you. Even though I don't see you, it's good to see you. I had to catch back up now to real time. I think I got everybody. There's Lori C's in here. Lori's calling me Nancy tonight. You can call me whatever you want, Lori. This is a freebie now. I think she's talking to Nancy. There's
Yeah.
Scott B. He loves the attention, guys. Make sure to give Scott plenty of attention. He's an attention hog. We got to give Scott. He's been up almost, I think, like I don't know, 48
Oh
hours.
Lord,
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
have Phillies.
And Scott counts how many times you put him up on the screen too.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember that?
yeah. There's Margie Burke.
Hey Lisa.
He
W.
said no, it's me.
I
It's
called
all
him a
about.
zombie.
Well, he's got to feel like one.
Yeah.
I think I've about called everybody off in the chat tonight that's chatted. Oh, well, no, that'll be in the beginning. Let me see if I added that. Oh, did you hear my belly? It's growling a little.
You hungry?
Why didn't you make me something to eat tonight?
I ain't your maid.
I tell you what, this cat, guys, is going to drive me crazy here in a second because she is tearing my feet up right now.
Biting hard.
She's just about to find her an outside home. Not really, but
It makes you want to.
I got
About
mine with me. Here's my baby.
trade you.
No,
Mine's mean.
calm.
This one's anything but.
Scott, walk, 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 walk.
Scott must be talking to chicken. They're talking chicken language.
Cat's probably hungry too. She's ornery. Like if you're just sitting down and you're just not paying any mind to her, she'll just come out of nowhere. And she's super cute because she's like real stubby and chunky. She'll come up and just attack your feet and use her back legs like a kangaroo, and she'll just kick you with them.
She hops like a kangaroo too. Let me tell you.
She's entertaining to watch.
She looks like her mama though. She looks like
Yeah.
like Hunter's mama cat. The mama cat's got stripes. There. See, they're talking chicken in the corn. He said, "Bok, bok, bok, chick, chick, pecker." Yeah, we're going to stay out of that conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably a conversation we don't even want to be part of tonight, guys.
Don't get banned, chicken in the corn.
Yeah, chicken in the corn is going to get in trouble if he don't stop watch his pecker. We're not going to allow no pecking on our channel. All right. Well, I know the name chicken in the corn. I mean, you got to give it to the guy.
I know, that's great.
Or girl. Could be a girl.
Oh yeah, if you're a girl, I'm sorry. But there's a song called Chicken in the Corn, and I don't know if that's what that is because Kaylee Googled it and a song came up called Chicken in the Corn.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's somebody
It's a guy and he plays a one-string guitar and he makes the music to the song with one string.
Yeah, he plays a one-string guitar.
It's awesome.
Isn't it chicken in the corn and I don't care?
No.
Chicken
in the corn.
Chicken in the corn and the corn can grow.
Yeah.
We'll have to find it and play it some night.
Yeah.
We'll have to get the video. Now, chicken in the corn's gonna be mad at us. He's gonna think we're making fun of him. I'll be next on the chopping block. All right.
Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough.
Yeah, that's a song.
Yeah.
That's a good song too. Man, that's my kind. Yeah, we'll be sending him to KFC, Herbert. You better be careful.
Well, it could be dead skunk in the middle of the road, stinking to high heavens. Ooh,
I love that right there.
Oh yeah.
Check that out. Thank you, Candace. Look at all them hearts, Brooks.
Love it.
I know. That's awesome.
Well, as y'all know, Friday night turned into a crash and burn. We tried to run a new video camera that was putting out, we believe, too much data. Tonight, we're just using our regular laptop camera like we normally did.
I'm working on it.
But we're going to get it fixed up and all that. There's Tracy throwing up the purple hearts. So hopefully we will get that fixed. We got some announcements tonight that we're going to talk about a little bit that we tried to talk about Friday night before everything quit and burnt down and started sparking. The cat screamed and ran, jumped over the couch.
Poor cat.
And the cow jumped over the moon.
Yeah, the cow jumped over the moon, and Little Red Riding Hood got ate, and all kinds of things went on last night.
And the three little pigs got their house blown down.
Yep, and this little piggy stayed home.
I think y'all just wrote a book.
somebody that has like me, I have OCD. So that'd be like an OCD book.
Yep.
OCD fairy tales coming out next, guys. Well, what we started talking about the other night, and this is kind of important because I think this has affected most everyone.
Uh-oh. I think he's froze. Somebody's froze. Well. Mike, Sarah.
Still there.
There we are.
Okay.
God, y'all stop
It's ra-
that. Would
It's
you?
raining here. It's raining, so bear with us. And if it ain't one thing, it's the weather, guys. We're doing our best, okay?
Yeah, it was. Whenever I came over here, it was really starting to pour.
Okay. She said it's really starting to pour out there. Sarah,
Pouring cats and dogs.
Sarah's going to be doing the news part of this show.
Yep. It's a little chilly out there with some big rain.
Chilly with some big rain.
Yep, big rain.
But on a serious note, if any of y'all are getting any messages or seeing any messages in other chats, pages, or whatever, all of our identities have been stolen, and they're using them in different places. They're attacking me under my own identity. I mean,
there's been Facebooks also that's been created with our names in the same profile picture.
Yeah.
I've got 3 floating around right now that are of my exact profile.
Right. So just so you all know, we're not going to give it a lot of time about that or whatever, but just to let you all know that if you're seeing something that's vulgar or whatever, that it ain't coming from us, just so you all.
And I'm not liking any of the other camps stuff. Their families, their spouses. No.
Right.
If we have to change something like that because of an issue or something, then we'll come to you guys and let you know that we have.
And another thing too is just so everybody knows, I've received several death threats this week, and it ain't they didn't even try to hide their identity, so it's been handled right now. So just crazy.
Nonsense.
Yeah, it's just ignorance.
Yeah.
I've also instructed the moderators the other day, if any of y'all haven't noticed yet, we're removing the drama from the Facebook page. So if you have a Facebook page and you are on our Facebook page, you'll notice that a lot of things are being taken care of and deleted. Brooks, I believe, went through like the whole thing of December.
I went through January, December, and then this morning the November started. People are going back and commenting on November, which I didn't get to. So
right,
check the dates on them if they do happen to come up in the Facebook group, because they're from a couple of months back and they're just trying to pull it to the front of the group. So they will be deleted.
Yeah, we're pulling all the drama off of our page, guys. We're just not going to deal in it.
No.
If you see any drama, it will be the only thing. It's about Hunter and the family, and we're us and the moderators will be the only ones in control of that. So we're not even gonna mess with the drama.
Mhm.
I've tried too many times to have the peace and whatever. And I do have a statement, I guess I do want to say, just real quick. A person kept saying, I gave you a chance, I gave you a chance, I gave you a chance. Well, we know what happened whenever we tried to do that. It didn't work. They never stopped using my name. And so this is what I came up with, and this is why I'm doing what
Yeah.
I'm doing. I don't need you to give me peace. I can have peace without you. And that's what we've decided to do. We don't need you to give us anything. So, you know, you need to look at, there's a saying, you can't give peace if you don't have peace to give. And they don't have peace
Yeah.
to give. It's not in their
No.
hearts. So
Mm-mm.
we've decided that this is what we're going to do. Uh, let's see, what else was there? A lot of people ask me, does that mean that there will not be the big show? Oh, there's going to be the big show, all right. It in my opinion, it has to happen.
Yeah.
I don't see any other way that it cannot happen. uh, I'm not going to go into what it's going to be about. I think everybody has a pretty good idea what it's going to be about. Um, it may be a 2 night show. Uh, it could possibly be longer. If we have to, we may have to do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night to get it all out.
I'm thinking you're gonna have to.
Because me and Sarah's got a lot we're putting together. We have a lot that's sent in, and then we have people wanting to come on to the show to share
Mhm.
what they know and what they have. So what we will probably do is if we go 3 nights, the first night and possibly the second night, depending on how this all comes out, but definitely the first night will be me, Sarah, Kaylee, and whoever else in my immediate family that would like to come on,
Mhm.
because this attacked our immediate family first. And then
Mhm.
what I would like to do is the second night is I want to bring our moderators in because they were all affected by this also. And then we
Mhm.
will have a discussion night with what happened to them, what they think, what they know, and it'll be a question and answer night where y'all can ask any of us anything. And then on the third
Mhm.
night will be our guests that have requested seats to come onto the show to share what they want to say. And that way it gives everybody a chance to be able to talk. Because if we bring it all onto one show as much as there is, people will be over talking each other and it would just be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's kind of how I got it planned out that we're going to do it.
Yeah.
If I can, we got to get Sarah on the all the hard work, get her to making videos.
And you're gonna incorporate like
Incorporate it.
no incorporate the like screenshots and stuff during those, right?
Mhm.
Some of them.
Yes, we will have screenshots we will put up those nights. There will be
Vi-
videos that we put up those nights.
Video clips. Yeah.
Yes, as far as I know, we're the only channel that has produced any evidence to back our defense.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with everything we say. I want to be able to show proof, and the proof will be by their own words of guilt. So that's the only way I know how to do it. Turn this
Yeah.
singing thing off.
I think that's the best way to do it is just put it out there, let the people see it. Because a lot ain't gonna like follow here and there to get everything,
Well,
but they want to see it.
there's so much. I
Yeah.
mean, there's
Mhm.
the video clips, the screenshots, what everybody has sent us from these other groups. Putting all that together is going to take a lot of time and a lot of work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Brooks will answer most of the questions on that if y'all have any.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
hello, Washington State, Teresa Varney. Teresa, she's been with us a while. I know that name.
Good to see you.
Uh, but yeah, I think you think Brooks does that sound to you like it would be the best way to try to do that?
Yeah, I think so. You may can squeeze it into 2 nights. I mean, we don't, we don't want to drag this out, but we want to show what exactly happened.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Because there's a lot to come out. Y'all, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to turn the cryptic world upside down because there is people that flipped that's not came out yet that are just wanting to surprise everybody and come on the show. And they're just going to be like, hey, here I am. This is what happened.
Yep.
And
Hey, Mike,
uh-huh.
Scott said that the icon for the YouTube members and Patreon members, the picture of Hunter has been taken out.
Okay. It's been removed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was probably reported, but that's okay. Uh, we will come up with another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, get on that. We'll get on that and get that fixed. Hello, Marty. Good to see you tonight. Marty's in here with us tonight.
Hey, Marty.
Um, but that's kind of what we're going to be doing. And then we also have our new channel that we've kicked off, which is an alternate channel to this, but it's also going to show more paranormal stuff like that. We've got some people already wanting to come on to show their stories over there. So it's been growing pretty fast, and we're dropping videos over there. So the name of it is AI Seeking the Truth. If you guys would like to go over and join it and become part of that awesome, amazing channel, the second best channel in Oklahoma, knocking BDRP to number 3 now since I opened 2.
Oh no.
And I couldn't help it. I gotta razz him a little. He don't get off for free. But that one, and then
Yeah, we did feel the earthquake last night. One of them popped up there asking if we felt the earthquake last night.
I didn't. That's just what woke me up. I think I was out.
That was kind of scary.
I was sleeping it up.
Yeah, I think they said it was a 5.3 that hit Oklahoma City.
Yep.
There's Mindy Weeks made it. And another very important thing is
No.
Well, I want to thank everybody for the support that you all have shown for Hunter. The donations have been tremendous. The P.O. box has kept us busy, even with donations coming through the P.O. box. The Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe.
Yeah, the GoFundMe.
It's been amazing. I cannot say a whole lot right now, but I can say that what you're doing is at work as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I'm able to release the information on that, trust me, I'm going to. But I believe y'all are going to be seeing a really big video coming out. You all are making it happen, and we're continuing to make it happen. It's a road ahead of us, but
I know.
That's as far as I can go with that. But I would just like to let every one of you know everything you have done is in action right now. It is working as we speak. It has been working. We have been very busy lately, and things are rolling. I spoke with the agent today also on the other part of this that's going on, and he said it looks like, guys, end of this month, first of next month, they are going to become involved. So there was enough now, they said, that not only are they looking at it, that it looks like that they're actually going to be investigating it as far as going in and collecting evidence and us sending them evidence. So that's great, great, great news. People are going to be held accountable. Oh, Janice, thank you very much for that. God bless you.
Thank you,
That's awesome, Janice.
Janice has been with us since almost, I believe, the beginning. And she, always talked about how Hunter always stole the show, those eyes. Everybody talks about his eyes. And everybody couldn't be more right. He talks with his eyes.
He does.
His eyes are definitely his window to his soul, and he has the purest soul of any kid I've ever met. He just,
Amen, Janice.
yeah.
Did you see what Lori C said to you, Mike? Mike, did you get 2 notifications from Amazon for the 2 shipments I have coming to you?
I haven't got those. I got where you told me, Lori. I didn't know if you wanted me to mention it live because I've had a lot of people tell me not to mention their names, and I didn't want to offend anybody. But yeah, I know. I don't know how much Lori is. I'm just going to say because I don't think she cares. Lori is sending us some gifts, guys, in the mail for
Mhm.
everybody, which is way above and beyond what she should even do.
Very sweet. And
We're
thoughtful.
all just heartfelt for that, and and Hunter's going to love what you're sending him. She sent him something. Uh,
Don't
I'm
say
not
it.
going
He
to.
may be watching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's not watching. He's got a lot to catch up on, but just in case he is, we're not going to say. Okay, thank you, Lori. Um, that's very sweet of you, Lori, what you've done and sending everything. But I will check tonight and everything, and we'll keep an eye on the post office and see what's going on with that.
I think the biggest thing for you right now has been the PO box and the Cash App with the
Well, our biggest thing,
PayPal.
yeah, our biggest thing right now so far on our donations has actually been the PO box
Uh-huh.
and the PayPal.
Yeah.
The GoFundMe has done okay.
Hmm.
The Cash App has done okay, but it seemed like everybody really hit the PayPal and the PO box.
Yeah.
And trust me, having a PO box, guys, I had no idea anything about doing that. And whenever I go in there, it's still kind of a chore because they don't have keys at the one we use. They have combinations. They're like the
Oh,
old school combinations,
Yeah.
and their combinations are weird. They're not even like normal. So, still figuring that out. Uh, but yeah, it's just
um, it's Nanoboss's birthday, Mike. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
girl.
yes. Happy birthday, Marty. She hasn't been feeling well, guys. So we need to
Aw.
keep her in our prayers. She's been sick today, and I don't think she's been able to see family for her birthday.
Aw.
But happy birthday from the Abnormal family to you, Marty. And I'd like to have Marty on sometime too.
Hmm.
I think that would be a good show. I'd like to pick her brain a little bit.
Well, I hope you feel better too on your birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's well, okay. What's Herbert telling me about? Oh, the post office box. I bet I told you so, Mike. Yes, Herbert. The post office box has made a huge difference. It's been like a doorway from heaven right to us. There's been so many blessings come through that little box. It's been amazing. Um,
Yeah.
every time we go check it, it's just bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just like it's working right now.
Yeah, you got the little banner right here. That's what you guys are doing for that little guy right there on the banner. Everything that's been contributed, all the prayers, all the kind words and messages and emails. That little boy, he's gonna see it all, and he's gonna be so happy. He's gonna be
Oh,
like, "Really, all that for me?"
and it is. It's working right now and bringing Hunter home. And this is a lot about what we was going to talk to y'all Friday night during the dinner. So we kind of pushed it over to this one because we got cut off. But we will be doing another dinner with you guys. We were the ones that first came up with that. That's our idea over here.
Yep.
So we will be having a dinner, and that may be a thing we keep doing. A lot of people, Sean from, make sure I get the name right,
Lone Star Supernatural.
Lone Star Supernatural, had even made his dinner to eat with us that night, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get that done and do it again, and maybe even uh, do it outside like a picnic with
That'd be
with
cool.
everybody.
Hey,
So
it's too cold up here.
it feels like it got colder out
It
tonight.
did.
uh, But again, happy birthday, Marty. We hope you have a blessed birthday,
Yeah,
you and your
happy
family.
birthday.
But yeah, I mean, the support's been outrageous. You know, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Uh, there's going to be a video when Hunter comes home, and well, I'm just going to let him say whatever he wants to say. I think.
Hmm.
Hunter?
Yeah, I'm just going to give him the camera, let him talk to people. It's what he likes to do.
I know he does. He really does.
He likes to sit there and talk.
I think it's cool because, like, at his age, he's young, and you just got this thing, in front of your face, but he's like talking straight
Oh,
to you through that camera, like he's talking to somebody. I think it's awesome.
well, Herbert, we appreciate everything you've done too.
Yes.
And Herbert's been a big help and a big blessing, and everybody has been. The prayers, guys, the prayers. I'm going to tell you right now, the prayers are above everything
Yep.
because
Mhm.
without God, none of this happens.
Yeah.
He has been the top thing, and I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you right now, I've had some weak faith. And I'm not going to lie, my faith has been weak, and I have never, as long as I have lived, ever in my life, even imagined it could happen. But I have watched prayers come true
Hmm.
in hours,
Hmm.
not days, in hours, and be
Hmm.
exactly what we have asked for.
Yep.
Um,
He sends those God winks, is what I call them.
we get a lot of those, and
Yeah.
guys, I'm telling you, I've been a Christian and saved, you know, all my life. But it seems like when Hunter was took, I got a lot closer to God,
Hmm.
and I think He needed that for Him to show me that I needed Him,
Hmm.
and He has delivered everything that we have asked for,
Hmm.
and He is still delivering. But to the people that hurt an innocent child, I tell you,
Hmm.
there's time for redemption, and there's time to ask for forgiveness, because I'm telling you, the blessings that we're seeing happen right now, as fast as they're happening, they are happening just as we ask. You're going to be on the other
Man.
side of this. And His
Yep.
vengeance
I wouldn't want to be on that
and His
side.
punishment,
Hmm.
there's people out there right now that know what happened. And we know that
Hmm.
because we've had people come forward.
Hmm.
If you want to come forward and come to us, we'll talk to you. We're not above forgiving.
Hmm.
You know, email us, talk to us, let us know. We're human. A lot of you were tricked, and a lot of you were
Yeah.
deceived. We know that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of you thought you were doing the right thing and still do, because you don't know everything. But you will. You will.
I think maybe, I don't mean this like harshly or anything, but I think some may want to, but are maybe too nervous to come back because of some of like the things that was
Oh,
said.
they can remain anonymous if they want
Yeah.
to come back.
Yeah.
Just come back and tell us, hey, this happened. I'm sorry. I was just, we were deceived also. There is people coming forward, channels, and not
Yeah.
just channels, people, just
Hmm.
regular people. And they're saying, I observed this, I was asked this, I was in on these chats.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did help them, but I was deceived. I thought there was bad things happening. That's
Hmm.
happening now. But those people are saying, as we listened to what they were trying to get us to do and what they were trying to do, we were like, no, this is evil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It got so bad their own people started saying, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but let's
thank
talk
you
about,
to them for
yeah,
saying no.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God opened their eyes. But there is going to be, on a brighter side, a big party for Hunter,
Yeah.
and it's going to be his birthday and Christmas and everything rolled into one. And there will probably be balloons and
Oh yeah,
everything. And
I can I can hear you say now. Are we gonna do this again next year?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
this all at once.
yeah. He's going to be the center of attention. It's you know he well, I'll tell you when he comes home. I don't know if I can tell you that right now.
I would just, yeah.
But when he comes home, I have a message for you guys, and it's a beautiful message. Mike Kent, bye. Um, I hate things like that.
Yeah. People don't realize this is disrupted. It has crushed Mike's family. What happened?
Yeah, it's a piece of the puzzle missing.
Yeah.
Well, the lies and everything that's been put out there right now. They're saying that I done terrible things with a family member that's just terrible that I won't even repeat.
Yeah. It's disgusting. It's
And
sick. It's perverted.
it's nasty.
It is. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I'm sorry. Okay.
You're okay, Brooks.
It's just very evil. It's very dirty. It's very sinister. The only place it can come from is from the devil. But moving on, his
Yeah.
party's going to be big.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to on the big show, the last thing about the big show, if you guys do want to participate in the big show, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel because I believe Sarah has it set, right?
Is
Oh, hey, I just got a great idea. The people, if they want to, can send short video clips to you saying "Welcome Home, Hunter," and you could do a little montage of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you all would like to do a little video clip saying "Welcome Home, Hunter," or whatever, a short one around 5 seconds, maybe
I
no.
don't
Yeah.
think you think if it's an email, you can't go over 20 seconds.
So something like that, and then I'll put them together and I'll make a movie for him. He would love that, and then I'll put it out for everybody to see, of course.
Not a boss. They just keep
Yeah.
your eye on the big purple ball.
Yep, that's it. That's the main goal.
Yep.
But make sure you are subscribed because if you're not subscribed, Sarah has it set. You will not be able to participate, and it doesn't mean you can subscribe that night and participate. She has so many hours you have to be subscribed to be able to participate. So
Yeah.
if you want to be part of the show, make sure you are subscribed.
I believe it's 24 hours, but I will go back to verify that. So, like, if you're new here and you're just watching and you want to participate, say you subscribed right now, if it is the 24 hours, then you wouldn't be able to make a comment or anything until, tomorrow at this time or your time.
Thanks, Krista.
I missed one.
But it keeps like twitching out.
Yeah, our chat's acting weird over here. So if I miss something, we'll do questions at the end of the show. Let's get into the show, guys.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
There's still a lot of things going around on the internet about people talking about the Miami invasion.
Mhm.
Man, I've looked at probably 200 videos. At first, I thought could be something to it, but it's starting to look more and more to me like it was made out to be probably more than what happened.
Salt, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a. I don't believe we had anything there from any other dimension, but I do believe that technology was being practiced for the possible deception that's coming.
Right.
That's what I kind of think.
I mean, it's really speculation on anybody's part. You know, I've heard it's fake. I've heard it's real.
Yeah.
Um, Good grief.
There's a lot to that, really.
Marty said it's just a typical night in Miami.
Yeah.
uh, I think personally, the more that this is set, and with any crime or any big thing that happens where there's a lot of citizens with phones and stuff, to me, to be this big of an event with that many police officers there, because police officers are human and they do leak information.
Hmm.
I just don't believe there's enough credible information that was released to make me think that there was something there that was interdimensional. I believe that it was a possible psyop. It was a test for a future event. They're
Yeah.
probably now to the stages to where they're trying to practice things on an indoor practice range instead of
Yeah.
just an outdoor.
Right.
That and they're doing those new like projectors that you can put something in front of the projector, like behind it, and it'll actually put it out.
Oh yeah, 3D.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Well, and two, I mean, how many stores are in that mall? You know, every one of them had some security camera, and they're all facing the door. They have one right at the door of all
right. Yeah,
those
whenever
stores.
whenever I worked at the mall, I was a captain at the mall, and a lot of people don't understand. And I think it's funny. We're going to play this in the big show. I'm just going to throw this out there to show y'all that everybody had said that I did not work in a law enforcement capacity, and now we have proof of them admitting that I did. And I think that's funny as hell. I mean, Sarah grew up. I mean, she's been with me her whole life. How many times did you see me in uniform?
A lot.
I lived in that thing. But um, what I think is funny is whenever I was a captain at the mall, and hey, I'm not going to knock security like some other people do. Security is just as much of a frontline force as any police officer, fireman, first responder, EMT.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, security officers lose their lives in the line of duty every year. And they do it for the same things that police officers do it for. I know some states are different. Some states are, like Oklahoma, security officers carry a cleat license, the same license that the police departments are regulated by through the same place, cleat. And some states don't do that. But every security officer, in my opinion, in every state is a frontline protection because they are the eyes, ears, and a lot of them get hurt in the line of duty. So just a shout out to you guys. God bless you guys and thank you for your service. You guys are under recognized.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
But whenever I worked there as a captain, we have lights, out in the parking lots and stuff, the real tall lights, and you have cameras on top of those. And the reason the cameras are on top of those at nighttime when those lights are on, they use the light from the lights to be able to see, but they also blind you to where you can't see the cameras on top of the poles. There is so many cameras, motion detectors in malls that if anything happened in there, they would have 360-degree photos, video, everything of it. And people with their cell phones nowadays, they're in there filming birthday parties and, they're
People.
oh yeah, the girls and guys and kids on, food court. That's all you've seen on food court when you walk through there. They're either gaming at the tables with their phones with each other. I mean, there's always, a device.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't see enough proof to tell me that something happened. I believe that if, I'm not going to use any names because I don't like using bad situations, but just look at some of the bad things that's happened in our country, and then look how many videos came out of those atrocities, and there was videos everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
imagine a mall that has, because malls have, a lot of people don't know, malls have top line security
Oh
cameras.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think probably government related, possibly, allegedly.
Yeah.
Psychic Interconnection says, no justification necessary, Mike. We believe what you tell us. Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you.
But I think that's very good that y'all do that, and that's kind, and it really is. It's warming to my heart. But I tell you this, just because other sites are lying and they are twisting the word of God and they are leading people in a different way, don't believe everything I say. Fact check
No.
me too. I want you to
Yeah.
fact check me. Go find it for yourself and read it for
Yes.
yourself, because you may find something that I missed. You may interpret it differently than me, and you may be able to come back and say, Mike, you was wrong. You missed this part, and then we can both learn something. Because I don't mind being wrong. I'm usually wrong as much as I'm right. So, I mean, that's how we learn. And like I said, we have a great community here, Psychic Connections. She's always very warm and welcoming, and we enjoy having her here. And everybody here, even the ones that can't make it to watch our video, I think we have the best people out there. I really do.
Everybody's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I think everybody's
100%.
awesome. Now, I was doing a video last night, and Sarah's little and yelling at her. And
Love you.
I have a question. Oh, she said, oh yeah, I appreciate that. It doesn't really bother me whenever you've done it for so long. And I did do security. It's not a lie. I did, and I'm proud that I done security. I did both. I worked with law enforcement. I worked in security. I worked with juvenile services. I worked with the SO team officers. I worked with special prevention officers. All I've ever done is that kind of work. That was mostly what I done my whole life. That's all I really knew. But yeah, it doesn't bother me, because people like that don't believe me or want to trash, officers or whatever. That's fine with me. It doesn't bother me, because I know what caliber of people they are. They're usually the ones that you end up having to deal with. Um, but just, I don't know. I noticed in the videos. Have you all noticed an uptick in these creatures like being uh, more brazen?
I have. I've noticed that. I've noticed there seems to be more kinds coming out.
I'm seeing a lot more about the little people.
Well,
Yeah.
if you look back, and I was thinking about this in one of my videos. If you look back, right, say like when my mom was a kid in the 1950s, whenever people were having these encounters, they were. I saw something run across the road. I saw something in the cornfield. You can throw things up if I miss them. I heard something whistle, holler at me. I opened the back door and it ran away from me. And
Hmm.
even whenever I was younger at my granny's, which would have been what, in the 90s, early 2000s, you know, uh, it was the same thing pretty much. They would beat on the house, try to wiggle the doorknob, you see them looking out the tree, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, in a lot of the encounters that we're getting, and I explained this to a lady earlier too, and I'll get into that. These creatures are getting up into people's faces. They're physically touching them.
Hmm.
Uh, they're physically attacking their tents while they're in them.
Yeah.
So it's it's
Yeah.
it's like they're stepping it up a little bit. They're not running from us now when we see them. They're coming to us.
Right.
They're brave.
Yes, like if they're going to walk up and touch you now, what are they going to start doing, say, in another 20 years?
Right.
And I believe they are killing people in the woods. I believe that. And
Hmm.
but I believe they're opportunists. Like the one guy sent me that encounter, and he said, well, I went to the woods, and I was by myself, and I hiked 3 miles in, and there was a lady that came on, and she said, Mike, I'm having trouble believing this story, because he said he hiked 3 miles in, but yet he was looking over the city. And the way I took it when he told me that was, he probably hiked a mountain or an overlook that overlooked the city and camped up there, was kind of how I took it. Um, but he was alone. He was 3 hours in. And when you're alone like that, I mean, you can twist your ankle, you can fall, hit your head, whatever. And by the time search and rescue finds you, this creature could have done ate what he wanted off of you. And the only thing they're going to say when they get there, He fell, hit his head, and he became nature's meal. You know, the
Yeah.
coyotes ate on him, the buzzards ate on him, the worms ate on him. You know, and I think these creatures are smart enough to know that if they have an opportunity to get you and to make it look like an accident, that's how they operate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't. I just think they're getting evil, and I think they're getting braver. If they'll walk up and, like he said, it walked up into his campsite, screamed right in his face.
Can you imagine something done that?
Oh, and the way that
Uh-uh.
he described it, looking as a goat man, and he says it screamed right in his face. Now, this is the part that I was wondering. He shoved him, right? But when the creature shoved him, he fell, but the creature fell with him. They both fell.
Wow.
He
Right.
said the creature caught its hoof foot, it had hooves for legs, on a tree stump, and it fell with him.
Hmm.
So I
Sig
thought,
here, Sig here says the veil is lifting quickly, and I had just watched a video on that. And what CERN is doing is making that veil. It's breaking it open, and they said there's like
Mhm.
3 of the CERN things here in the United
Right.
States, and they're going to power them all up at the same time, and that's going to be with CERN, all of them going all around the world. It's going to wreak some havoc.
Cindy Rose said they will be breeding with human females in 20 years, in my awful opinion. Cindy, I agree with you. As in the days of Noah, um, I believe it'll all start happening again. And I think it's only going to get worse from this point. Uh,
Hmm.
CERN is going to be a big, big problem. If they fire all those up at once, uh, we've already seen things in the sky above where they're fired up. Imagine all those running at the same time all around the world.
Yeah.
No way. Mm.
Yeah, that's what they're wanting to do. And I never. You can ask Sarah. I never was a big believer in the stuff in the sky. The scary stuff. But we actually have started having stuff in our skies out here that
Yeah.
we don't know what it is. And we've
They've
had
always
military
been there.
jets. Oh, we've had military jets flying over. I mean,
There was two actually that went over this morning.
just side by side. You can
Yeah.
see their blue burners on. They're in the dark. You can see their blue
Yeah.
fire coming out the back.
Speaking of that, whenever you're talking about the weird things, I was actually going to ask you this earlier. Whenever we were talking about the things like playing tag over the houses and stuff, do you remember back probably like 4 months before that happened again? Whenever we were all out in the yard, and I got freaked out because there was like a ton of them
Yeah.
that was flying
Yeah.
around. That was a lot more than that. That them can't be satellites doing that.
Yeah. No. And I think there's both good and evil of them up there.
Yeah.
There's a war going on up there,
It's
you know.
scary.
And then like
Yeah, those fighter jets are amazing. During 9/11, when they shut down all air in the United States, we were standing outside. I lived in the country, and the fighter jets from Cannon Air Force Base, they literally came screaming over my house, going
yeah.
to Louisiana to get Bush. I mean,
Yeah,
it gives me chills to even remember it because it was wow.
we had them flying over our house real low, and they was rocking our windows, and then we would hear the loud thumping sounds, and we would actually
Hmm.
have Apaches going over, and we're
Uh-huh.
like, "Wow, what is going on?" And you
Yeah.
could see they were loaded.
And they are loud.
They had the missiles on them and everything, the rockets.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready.
Well, that we've been
Oh
seeing
yeah.
a lot of that stuff, like on the trains and stuff, and semis carrying the big wings and stuff for them.
Oh yeah,
Well, you know what? Here they even have sonic booms. I had to look that up because, I thought that had been outlawed a long time ago, but the military can do that. And, the military, White Sands is just over the mountain from me. And yeah, I was hearing sonic booms and I'm going, wow, I hadn't heard those since I was a kid.
See,
We
we've
used to
heard
hear
that.
them all the time.
Wow. Yeah, Dana. After we would see that stuff, that's when the jets would arrive. They would come after we would start seeing it, and they would
Yep.
go that way, and then them things would go straight up and
Yep.
nothing.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
maybe 10, 15 minutes later, the jets come back by.
Yep.
What is a face peeler? I think that's a better question for Brooks. I think she studied them more than I have.
Well, I really hadn't. I've just listened to Tim Alberino. They're he doesn't think they're people. So, whatever these beings are, I don't call anything aliens because I don't believe in aliens. They portray to be aliens, but yeah, the face peelers, they completely take people's face off, and it's like their skull is bleached. So I
Oh.
don't know what kind of procedure they do. Yeah.
Um, do you think it's possible that they're taking the faces to make the molds that we're seeing on celebrities and other people?
Could be.
And, maybe not using the exact face they take, but they're making, if you will, fingerprints of different faces. Like,
Hmm.
you get enough faces, you can always go in there, like kind of like a glove to a hand. You can go
Hmm.
into a room with a whole bunch of gloves, and if you want to impersonate a person, you pick the right glove that fits the hand.
That I don't even want
You
to
know,
think about that, man. That's just
Yeah, that's crazy.
they're doing a lot of weird things.
I
Yeah.
mean, look at the.
There's just more going on than what we can even our brains can comprehend.
Yeah.
I mean, and people's talking about, and a lot of the encounters that they're sending into me is, I heard my mom's name. I heard my mom's voice. I heard my dad's voice, but they're
Hmm.
dead. These creatures are starting to use dead people's voices.
See, and to me, that's familiar spirits because how would they know what they sounded like if they were dead, if they haven't been around? You know what I
It's
mean?
right. It's a scary thought.
Hmm.
I mean, because down at my granny's, they called us, names and talked to us and stuff. They never sounded like anybody that I knew, but they did talk. So
Uh-huh.
you know that was scary.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Um, did I miss something? They were telling psychic thank you. I didn't miss nothing, did I?
I think Ellen was asking what CERN is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Romans, I've seen that.
And Janice agrees with you too, Brooks.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, there's a lot of new encounters coming out with new creatures right now.
Hmm.
But the number one that I'm starting to see, and this is going to surprise a lot of you guys, it's honestly not new to me, and I'm going to tell you the story. I'll tell you my encounter with it. But as far as encounters being sent in, I hope I'm not missing anybody. As far as the encounters being sent in, people are starting to talk about seeing a creature that resembles what they're calling a goat man.
Yeah,
Back in the 50s, my mom and her family witnessed the goat man. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. It's actually one of my key points I want to talk about. But another thing is back whenever I was younger, I was walking in the field and What happened?
No, Scott, you're still here.
Yeah, he's still here. We still see you. Uh,
He's a zombie tonight. Forgive him.
yes, I found a body that was laying. Uh, Lori said, "Scott, I answered your question." There was a body laying by our pond, and this body had the body of kind of like a baby goat, kind of. It had the back legs, had hooves on it. The front legs, the best I know how to describe it, is it looked like possum hands,
Yeah.
you know. And then when you went up to the head was cut off, like a just cut off. And we had never seen anything like that. And we did call the game warden, and the game warden came down, and at first he was saying, "Are you sure this thing's got hands?" And I said, "I'm positive." And he was laughing and joking with me. And, I was young then. I was probably like 14, 15. He's like, "Well, jump in my truck and let's go down there and find it." And I was like, "Oh, I get to ride in a Reno patrol truck." So we drive down there and we get out and we walk out there and he's like, "Okay, show me where it's at. Show me where it's at." And he's laughing. And we walk over there and he looks at it and he goes, "What the hell?" So he pulls out his asp and he flips it out and he's like, "Are you boys messing with me?" Because my cousin had been there fishing with me too. And he starts like poking at the legs, trying to see if the hands, I think, would come off.
Yeah.
And he was like, what is this, guys?" And I was like, "I don't know. That's why we called you." And he's like, "Well, I'm not touching this asp now because I don't even know what this thing is." So he takes it, throws it up to the road, past the ditch, and he went and got a special red bag. He put on like a butcher's thing, a white like butcher thing. He put big gloves on, and he put it inside of the bag.
It's like a biohazard suit.
Yeah, it was a red bag. He put it in there, zipped it up, and then he tagged it. He wrote on it. I don't know what he wrote, but I seen him writing. He wrote a tag on it, put it in the back of his truck, and he said he would take it in and he would later let us know what it was because he said, "I have no idea what this is." He said, "Probably a deformity, right?" And it's probably a week or two later. We got to wondering, what was it? What was it? What was it? So we called because he hadn't called us. The mom said, "Well, you can call him, go ahead and call him." And I called and I was like, "Hey, what did you find out? What was that?" And he goes, "What was what?"
Yeah.
And I said, "That thing that you came down by the pond and got." He goes, "Oh, I didn't take that with me. I just looked at it. It was a goat." And I said, "No, you bagged it and took it." Because remember, I said, me and mom was there. And he said, "No, I don't think so." And that was the last we ever heard.
He couldn't talk about
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I said, "I know it was a damn goat man, dude,
Uh-huh.
out there eating my blackberries."
Somebody asked, do you think that some people are like confusing the goat men that they're seeing now with the possible dog men?
I think that there is a lot of misidentifications that are happening. And I don't blame the people for having misidentification because you know what? If you're out there, and I'm just going to be straight honest, something walks out of the woods that looks like what some of these creatures look, it's going to scare the shit out of you.
Well, yeah, especially if they're that close in your face.
Oh, and you're just, and, there's a lot of people talk about seeing this creature with horns, right?
Yeah.
And if you listen to the shaman, and I've been looking into this, I've actually been investigating this pretty deep. If you look at what the shaman told me up in Oklahoma when I'd done the Girl Scout, they said the Wendigo is funny how the white man portrays the Wendigo. They said it don't have horns. That was a made up deal. the true Wendigo, they said, does not have horns. They said that was added later. The the true Wendigo is a skinny looking creature that runs around in the woods pretty much. And it doesn't have horns. It doesn't look like a deer, They said, it does have hooves. But what I got to wondering was if these creatures have horns, what if maybe the Wendigos that people think they're seeing aren't Wendigos? What if there's more goat men out there than what we think?
Yeah, that's a possibility if they're seeing them with horns and the real Wendigos don't.
Right. And my grandpa even talked about when he went out to feed the pigs. Remember the little thing that was laying with the baby pigs that he wasn't even sure what it was.
Right.
There's too much.
I talked to a lady today, Brooks, and I thought it was a pretty interesting conversation. I had to go to town today and conduct some business, and I was sitting there while she was waiting on another person to contact her, and she said, "You mind if I ask what you do?" And I told her, I said, "What is it?"
Blowing it up, just repetitive.
Who? And I was like, "Well, I'm a cryptid hunter, right?" And she's like, "Cryptid hunter?"
This one.
I said, "It's a lot like cryptozoology." I said, "We look into Bigfoot, stuff like that. Sometimes it runs into, supernatural, paranormal." I said, "But we don't really like that. We don't look for that. That's really not what we, pursue." I said, "But I guess we're going to kind of have to because it seems like they're all linking together." And, and she was really into it. And she goes, "I have a story for you, if you don't mind." And I was like, "Sure." And she said, "It's not a big story, but she said back whenever they lived on a farm, she lives here in Oklahoma also. She said that they had a cow that they would milk. And her dad used to say that whatever this thing was, Bigfoot's what they called it, would come up sometimes and milk the cow in the mornings. And whenever he would go to milk the cow, she had no milk, but the cow had been milked. There was milk on the ground and stuff where she had been milked. And then then they would go back in the evening and she'd produce milk. The next morning she'd have milk. But every so often, something would milk her first."
Huh.
And I thought maybe it was one that had a baby that needed the milk. What do you think?
I don't know. I think I a lot of it is confusing still because why would it just take the milk? I mean, if it was hungry, you would think that it would like eat the cow.
But if a baby can't
Yeah.
eat,
What if it had a baby?
Oh yeah, that's true.
or the mama died and that clan was trying to
Mm,
take care of that little baby, so they were coming up to get the milk.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
might
true.
not
Or
have had a
maybe the mom.
female lactating. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the mom couldn't produce milk. Yeah, that's been asked twice by
Okay,
that person.
Shelly's wanting to know where's Randy at tonight. Randy's just taking family time with his family tonight. We're still in contact with Randy. He's still helping us, still doing his thing. He's just we always tell everybody on our channel, family comes first. And there's nights that we make, especially on the weekends, we have plans with our families and stuff to eat dinner and get-togethers. And I just tell everybody, make sure your family comes first.
Yep, always.
Yep.
I think that would be very, very smart if they're actually coming up there and they're milking a cow for the survival of a child. Now think about the intelligence that takes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're
Well,
like
think
you said.
about the cow not freaking out,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, a lot of people say their horses, end up getting braided and
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they see horses and stuff as kind of sacred like the Indians did.
I don't
Because
know.
the Indians rode them.
Right?
I wonder if that kind of I don't know. That's something to look into.
Mm.
But the goat man thing, my mom, and her family were at a bridge around here, and they have closed the bridge now. The bridge isn't around anymore, but you can still find it. And we're going to try to find it and take you all there and record it, because that's where my mom and them actually saw a goat-like creature man walk across this bridge while they were fishing, and the moon caught it, and they could hear it walking. They said it sounded like it was walking on hooves. It was upright, and it sounded like a goat. It was making goat noises.
Clippity
And
clop, clippity
yep,
clop. Yeah.
yep.
Mm-mm.
And
Yeah.
they left.
Yeah. I would too.
But I think we're going to try to go there, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to try to find it and go down and record.
Yep.
Like a daylight in, dark out there.
I want to go do that, and I want to find that hut thing again.
Yeah, we need to find that hut.
I'm really looking forward to that one. I mean, it was way back in there. Now I'm a little more scared than I was, but I still want to go back and find it because I want to get pictures.
I do too. We talk about that one. And Sarah, tell us the story about the little man you're looking at right now.
I will have to look up how to pronounce what they call them in Alaska because it's like a different type of name. But they're like little people and they're not big. And it's not like, the normal ones that you hear about, around here. It's been said that whenever you go to like a campground up in this part of Alaska, it's like the mountain part. And you go up there to these campgrounds or whatever and you're staying. And you go up and you go adventuring out, through the land and it's snowing. Well, it's really easy to get turned around, and people have done that. And it said that whenever you're out there, you'll come across these little people, and they talk, and they will talk to you and be like, "Are you lost? Do you need help getting back to the camp?" And some of these people, would say yeah or whatever, but these little people would actually end up taking them back to like their caves, and they would hang them up like leg for leg and arm for arm on a tree, and they would cast stones at them, poke them with sticks, twigs, whatever they had, until they either bled to death or died, and then they would just leave them hanging there to return back to nature or let the animals around them eat them. But I thought it was kind of weird whenever I was reading it. How do they know how to talk like us? I mean, like they would hold conversations with these people while they were luring them back to their caves.
Well, I'd hate to be stoned to death. I know that.
Well, yeah. I would just hate to be tied up to a tree like that.
Right. Is there something going on in chat that we're not able to see?
I think it's fine. I think they misunderstood something that Dana said.
Oh, okay. I seen Scott say Mike something. I'm not seeing nothing. Mike not seeing nothing.
Yeah, I think they just misunderstood Dana.
Okay.
So I believe that's right.
Oh, there we go. Antonio knows what it is.
I believe that's right. Yeah, and some of them would have like white faces, but they would have like special markings like under their eyes with like charcoal or whatever.
Well, how'd you like me to go out there and tie you up in a tree and throw rocks at you?
But they also had like horns coming off of them, but they wouldn't have just like one set, Some of them had like multiple horns just coming off all the way around them. It was weird. It's weird, and their faces are
Tatanka.
Yeah, their faces are white, and they got these markings on them. I mean, why would you talk to these little things anyway?
Why did you look at me like that?
Because that was freaky how you did that.
I made horns at her. I went Tatanka, like on that.
Like that.
That Dances with Wolves. I don't know if y'all seen that movie.
It was a jackalope.
Yeah. Now, can you imagine something tying you up and throwing rocks at you until you die? That would be terrible.
No, because it said that they laugh while they do it. They all laugh. They sing. They sing like their little songs that they come up with while they do it, and they talk and they eat. And I'm like, what the heck?
Psychic interconnections she asked a good question. She said, "Are they having conversations or communication psychic within your head?" This is an area that I'm going to look more into.
Yeah.
I was asked this by a lot of people. I'm glad she asked that. That's a good question because a lot of people ask with everything that went on at your granny's, and my mom had 8 brothers and sisters. Of course, they all had friends. There was a bunch of people down there at a time. And they said, "Did anybody ever have any mind speak?" Is what they called it.
Mhm.
And nobody ever experienced that. And I was talking to a preacher. Is that my thing?
No, I forgot mine was down here.
I got like 3 up here. I was talking to a preacher, and we were talking about that. And he asked me, he said, what do you pray when you pray? And whenever we go out to do an investigation, we always pray, before we go in. Or, even at my granny's, we would pray. And it is not to give it place. It
Right.
has no place. It can't follow us. It can't uh, affect us, touch us, hitchhike, connect to us. It can't do anything. I do not give it place, and then I bind it in the blood of Jesus. It's bound. So the only thing we could come up with is the reason that it cannot do that to you. And now this is what the preacher talked to me about. I'm still looking into this, and this would be a good show to have DDoS on. Uh, but kind of the way he made it sound to me was, I'm not giving them permission to do that, so they're
Right.
not able to do it. Because he said the Bible says that we are not to seek out psychic abilities and try to make them stronger
Mhm.
or to practice those. And by me saying you don't have the right or the authority to do that with me, he said you are binding them. They're not allowed to do that to you. Now, if you go out there, and he said, if you're standing there and you tell them that they have the authority to do that,
Oh yeah.
he said you're
Yeah.
allowed to get something you don't want.
That's just like
That's
inviting
the
them
that's the free will. Yeah.
in. Ain't no way.
No. I don't know if a lot of you on our chat, I know a lot of you are new here. There was a time that I went out, had little black things running all around me that I couldn't even see. And Sarah got a picture of a woman standing
Yeah.
down there.
Hmm.
That was one of the most scariest trips. And that was also the night before the most horrific thing had ever happened.
I don't know.
Right.
Let me see if I have it to show the picture.
The what?
The picture of the lady, if I have it on here.
Sarah said she might have a picture of that lady she caught down there if y'all would like to see it.
I might.
Yeah.
Look.
What do you think, Brooks, about people talking about Bigfoot helping them? I
You
get a
know,
lot of that.
I think that that's very possible. Very possible. I've heard there's good ones of which, you know, I I personally think they're Nephilim. They're not
That's what I believe.
redeemable. But yeah, I think some have been nice. I do think there are rogue ones. I've heard of rogue ones. Um, yeah, I think it's possible they could help people.
And Tracy, amen. What we bind on earth is bound in heaven. I agree with you on that.
Hmm.
Uh, I hope I say his name right. Is it Demois?
No.
Demois?
Demoy,
Damos?
Dana.
Deimos.
Damos?
Yeah.
He said those black things were wild or she. Um, Also, I'd like to see that picture, Sarah. He or she.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
trying to
guessing
look
it's a
in.
guy. Would like to see the picture. She's looking for it for you if she has
No,
it.
I'm searching. I got a lot of pictures to go through.
She has a whole bunch of pictures. I've even speculated that tree knocks is not it hitting trees with sticks. I think they may be using their vocal cords to do that as a form
Th-
of communication.
That's possible.
And that encounter that I done the other day, the guy said that the creature took its hand and slapped its upper thigh, making that sound. So they could
Right.
actually be slapping their own self, making those noises,
Mm.
kind of like an
Right.
ape that beats its chest.
Right.
So I wouldn't suggest going out in the woods beating on stuff and calling them up because you really don't know what you're saying to them. I mean,
Mm-mm.
a lot of people go out and do call blasting, where they find these streams and stuff, but you don't know what you're saying. I mean, you may be saying dinner time, come and get it.
Or inviting it into you.
Yeah, you could be inviting it or whatever.
No way.
And the next thing you know, you're standing there and it comes busting through the trees.
Right.
I don't think call blasting is a good idea using, I've whistled before and hollered and stuff, but I have never used a recording of them because I don't know what that's saying.
That's true. You don't know what it's saying.
Could be a mating call or whatever.
They may be mad at each other and fighting, and you're out there cussing them,
I ain't doing
or
that.
daring them. And there's a lot of people say their dogs outside start howling and stuff right before they start having stuff happen. The dogs start acting weird, and howling and acting really weird. So, really weird. But I'm really excited. I would like to, and I don't know if a lot of you all would like to see it, but I would like to go to a lot of these places that my mom went to. I would love to take you all to the place where it jumped on my uncle's car that started every bit of this at my granny's. How would you all like to go to where it all started?
Yep.
I think that would be a trip right there. To go down there to where my uncle sat with my mom that night, his girlfriend, where it jumped on his car, and this is what started the whole thing. I think that would be really neat to go back there.
Yeah.
We're going to tell what we'll find.
Mm-mm.
Stuff we may not want to find.
Yeah.
I'm going to let
Just be
Sarah
prayed
walk
up.
it out. I'm going to have Sarah walk out there in the field and check it out for me.
I'm good.
I'll keep the keys.
No.
Yeah, that'll be a
I
fight
knew
right
that wasn't
there on
happening.
hand.
Beverly says, absolutely. I think that would be a cool thing. Would you all like to see me go where my mom and them all went and had their encounters
Yeah.
and see if we can retrace that? We may find something doing that. David said, let's go. I'm ready now.
Yeah.
They said, Mike, your risk, Mike. Yeah, I'll do it. Come on, Scott. Get those lights in here. What are you doing? Are you sleeping? We got to give Scott a hard time.
I'm still trying to find that.
Scott and Tracy work really, really hard. The moderators are super, super busy. They don't even really get to watch the show. They just have to pretty much watch. Have you found that picture yet?
Not yet.
See what I work with, guys? See what I have to
I
put
didn't
up
know
with?
I was gonna have to show it.
Yes, Lori.
That's
Scott needs his coffee for sure.
I don't know where it went.
Oh, I know. I did have a question. Oh, my back hurts.
Yeah, mine too.
Does anybody do you all like it whenever Sarah and us used to drive around and just talk on our lives? Was that something that you all enjoyed when we did that? We was talking about that the other night, and we didn't know if we needed to add that back into our channel because we was the first ones to do that. And if you were copying us right now, but that's okay. You always copy a good thing when you see it. But if y'all like that, let us know because yes, Beverly, we love the moderators. They are family. They help me. You guys have no idea how much they help me. Yeah, I need another set of keys, Ellen. You're right.
You just need a Starlink on top of the car so you don't lose signal when you hit those dead spots.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a pain.
There's Jordan Cody. Haven't seen him in a while. I've seen him in our chats a lot, but I haven't seen him on a live. Good to see you, man. I hope everything's going good for you and you're staying safe out there, brother.
Hey, Jordan.
He's a security officer. I was talking tonight, Jordan, that we security officers are overlooked so much and that they're just as important as any other officer out there. And thank you for your service, man. You're also a Marine, too. So thank you for your service twice to our country. Jordan's a really good guy. I enjoyed having Jordan on the show.
Yeah, he was a great guest.
He was.
I don't have it on here. It's probably on my computer.
Okay, she'll have it for the next show, guys. She doesn't have it on her phone, so we're making her have it for the next show.
I'm gonna make a note right now.
But if y'all enjoyed us driving around on the live with y'all, talking and cutting, just talking and showing you places and being out and about, driving around, drop a 1. If that's something you don't want to see come back, drop a 2. That way we'll know not to mess with it. And go now. The first person that drops a 1 wins. I didn't say what.
Brooks.
Brooke said, I'm winning this.
I won. Where's my T-shirt? Come on.
That was pretty good.
Hell, here you go. Straight Bait said 3. Well, that's all. We got a bunch of 1s and 1 3. I'm not sure what 3 means.
I'm not.
Does that mean like not even try?
Post it in the community, Sarah.
Yeah, you can do that too. And under the YouTube.
Yeah.
We might, or we'll put it on the live next time we're on. Guys, I can't say enough how much we've been blessed this week. You guys are a blessing. Y'all have helped so much. Everything you're doing for Hunter is amazing.
Yep.
Brooks knows, the moderators know, it's what you have done is working right. I mean, actually working right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a long ways to go. We do. We have a long ways to go. And, if you can, guys, go to our videos and let our video list play. Let the commercials play, if nothing else. Like it, comment. That helps more than you know by you doing that. It helps tremendously. So we appreciate that. And a lot of you has been doing that. If we get any word on where Kaylee's at, we'll let y'all know. All we know is whatever grabbed her was headed north. So they got the dogs out, and the last thing we had, they said they needed something that she had on her for the dogs to smell to find her. So I was lucky that I had another package of the same kind of bacon.
That's what I was going to say, the bacon.
So the dogs do have a good scent to go on. Not really. Kaylee's playing with her nephew tonight. But yeah, guys, I love seeing in the comments all the purple hearts that you guys leave and everything. It warms my heart so much. We dropped 2 videos today, guys, so make sure you watch those 2 videos we dropped today. Give them a like and a comment. We're forgetting to hit our likes. Our like percentages are way down. But yeah, we got 2 videos out today. And if y'all have any questions about anything, now is the time to answer. Now's the time to answer them.
Now's the time to answer. We're going to ask the questions. Y'all answer.
You answer and we'll ask. Yes, Scott, you're right. We need boots on the ground. It's going to happen, Scotty.
Well, the weather's been terrible. People have to understand. Y'all have to account for the weather.
Yeah.
The weather's terrible here. The weather outside is frightful.
It snowed a lot. Everything got so muddy. Our bridges got closed. And we're shut down. That scared me when our
our bridge is shut down still, so we're having to take muddy roads and low water crossings.
Mm.
And then down where we go, it's just a muddy mess. And I don't really want to get stuck down there at those things right now. I like dry ground where I can get out.
Wrap bacon on your radio antenna.
No.
And then put a camera on it while you drive.
See?
What? Mike, do you know when you'll get Hunter? Brooks answers those questions, I think, better than I do. Brooks, have at
it. Well, just wait and see. How
That's
about
what
that?
we're doing. Yep. And like what Brooks said on the other live, we offer as much as we can, but we cannot go into family business real deep right now.
Kaylee? That was almost terrible.
The cat?
Yep. She had a hold of that cord swinging from it.
Romans asked,
Uh-oh.
what's your opinion on the connection between goatmen and Baphomet?
Right there. Top one.
Well, to tell you the truth, I have not studied either one of them very much. Um,
I think they're, Baphomet that's the demonic statue that they put around with the two
yeah,
children looking up at it. And yeah, it's
it makes you wonder if they're not related in a spiritual connection between these things and what it is.
in my opinion, I believe that as well. Yeah.
That would have to be another show because we could go forever on that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with Beverly. The sooner the better.
Yes, ma'am.
But I have a feeling, guys, we got good news coming. God is good.
Yeah.
Darkness is being brought to light, like we said it would.
Yes.
It took a little while, but hey,
Yes.
it can't rain every day, right? The sun's got to come out sometime. And we could be speaking two terms here. We could be talking about the sun, and we could metaphorically be talking about the sun also in the same thing. So,
Wait before you end it.
I'm not in it. Go ahead.
Remember the day that we got the good news? We were all in the car and we were driving. And seriously, mom was with us. Out of nowhere, there was not like a full rainbow, but as soon as this happened, a rainbow was like directly over the sun. And it was just beaming. And then it went away. And then
Sorry, I got a picture of it.
did you? We were just it just went away. It was so weird. And then just a little while later, we were driving and Logan actually goes, "Mom, look, there's the rainbow back." And sure enough, in the exact same spot, it was back. And I looked at Mike and I was like, that's God's promise right there. That's it. That's that rainbow. That gave me goosebumps. That was awesome.
I'm looking. Keep talking. I'm looking.
Oh, but I thought that was pretty cool how that just showed up like that because it wasn't raining. It was a sunny day. So I was just like, yeah, that's what that is. I thought it was cool. Thank you, Beverly.
Cornflakes baby's right, Scott, which she said.
Cornflake?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also yeah.
Yes, Herbert, that's right.
There it is right there. You can see in this, I just found it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you see in this picture, guys. Rhonda and the demons are squealing like pigs. Squeal loud.
Might want to leave that alone too.
That's hard to see because we got glare in here. Faintly from the light, maybe. No, that's from. So that bright's the sun. You see how bright the sun is in that picture? We had just got a phone call that brought us very, very, very good news that it's going to get a whole lot of people in trouble. And we were so happy. And Mom was with us, and we were celebrating. We were so happy. It was just God sent.
Yeah.
This person contacted us. They're like, I have all this information. Here it is. If you need me, I'll come. And I took a picture. And you can
post it on the Facebook group because it's glary.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Can y'all see that rainbow in the middle? That's not the sun in the middle. That is a rainbow.
Post it on the Facebook group too, Mike.
Okay, I will. I don't know why it's doing that.
You try holding it over that light.
Where?
See the light? Hold your finger over the light.
It's hard to.
All I'm seeing is a glare.
Just a glare.
Yeah. Like that's why I said post it on the Facebook group, then everybody can see it.
Y'all post it on the Facebook group, guys. And for you, it's not on Facebook. I will post it on the community on YouTube. I'll do it right now for Facebook right now. Baby.
Yeah, that was just awesome.
And I mean, there was no rain that day.
Nope.
No nothing.
It was just a clear day.
God winks.
Yes,
Don't you love
Jessica.
them?
I do.
Yeah, they're
That-
awesome.
I just got covered with goosebumps as soon as we seen that. I was just like, man, that's what that is. I just knew it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, it was news like we wasn't even planning on
Yeah.
getting kind of news. It was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do, Tracy.
It was,
Sure.
and well, Brooks, you know, and everybody knows, we have had in the last week so many things happen in our favor. It's, I don't know how to say it.
Only God. That's how to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely, he's at work. The picture's now on Facebook. I do have it on Facebook. It should be on there now. But there it is.
So can I see it on the community page then?
I can put it on there.
Oh, I thought you did.
Let me put it on the community page. You keep them busy.
All right, I'll keep busy.
Let's see.
That sounds tasty, except the pork.
I had the idea of doing
Scott. Scott's being honored again. He's gonna block somebody. Give him a
Oh, I
warning.
know it. And she was right. What she said about the medical symbol. That's right, Scott. She was right.
Poor Scott. He's
I know.
Is it? I can't.
Community? There we go.
Herbert loves ribs. Barbecue ribs are good.
Man, I can go from barbecue.
Barbecue ribs,
Ugh.
mashed potatoes, and some coleslaw.
Uh,
Yep.
That's what the
Brisket.
cannibals say. The cannibals always say barbecue makes it better.
Well, if you
Yeah.
have, to me, it's just like a given. If you're having like barbecue, you gotta have coleslaw. Anything barbecue. I just think it's good with like
I
barbecue.
think if you're having barbecue, that you need to have a big old roll.
Well, yeah.
I think potato salad and beans.
Teresa said, Mike, I heard a man say he saw a BF make a knocking sound with its mouth up in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
I've wondered that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that's what they're doing is it's vocal cords. Okay, it's now under the community guys on the YouTube too. If you'd like to go see it, I labeled it the Miracle Rainbow.
Ellen, thank you for being here. Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good night, Ellen.
I think that they do that. I think that the instruments are the vocal cords, and I believe that that is part of what's passed down to them, and they have the ability to make noises above, below, and on our frequency level. That's just one of my beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I was thinking, like, the echo of the mountains makes it louder and makes it go further. Whenever they make the sound, you know, whatever. Stop. That's just what I was thinking about. Because if you say something, you know, you're in a quiet place, it echoes. So it goes further.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Now you see why I'm quiet all the time. You know what? My thoughts could have been something that nobody else ever thought of.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
That's right. Elbow, Sarah. Elbow.
Yeah, I am just unique. Okay, I am one of a kind.
Belinda says she loves most meat on barbecue. So see,
Yeah. Me too.
Ooh.
Ooh, barbecue sausage. Mm.
Tracy, Tracy had Greek ribs and baked potato at her son's house the other night. It was delicious.
Her had banana pudding for dessert.
Ooh, banana pudding
Mm.
sounds great. That would be good. Or some chocolate candy would be good too.
Mike's go-to is a chocolate on chocolate cake.
Oh, mine too. Give me a chocolate cake with the most chocolate icing on it you can get, half a gallon of milk, and leave me alone.
I'm surprised you didn't say a whole gallon.
I probably could. I was being generous because of my diabetes.
You're gonna get a whole cake. We're just gonna do the half gallon of milk.
Kind of like the people that go to the store or go to like Walmart or Sonic, and they're like, "I'll have that extra double cheeseburger. Add everything on it. Give me an extra large fry. Throw the cheese and chili on that too, and throw me a corn dog on the side. And I better get Diet Coke with that."
Yeah.
Like, why the Diet Coke? Just go all out, get you a Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. I ain't gonna lie, man. I could drink that.
It's been forever since I've had a Mountain Dew.
But I've got kidney stones, so you don't want to drink pop, people. That's the health message of tonight. Pop is bad for you,
Pop is great.
but we still drink it. See, I got Dr. Pepper tonight.
Look at Brooke. She's like, "Yep."
She got Dr. Pepper. Well, Brooks, I think we're at the end of the show tonight. If you'd like to say something, and if Sarah can, then I'll get us on out of here.
I just
Up on out of
I
here.
just want to tell everybody thank y'all for being here and supporting this. Thank you for the donations, for your support. My gosh, it's been incredible. And just know that we love each and every one of you.
That means your turn.
Okay, I was just making sure. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot to us. And like Brooke said, the support has been unreal that you guys have been giving for us all. Tonight was a fun live. I liked interacting with you guys and seeing, the comments fly up. I think this was fun. But thank you all again so much, and God bless each and every one of you. That means it's your turn.
I was reading what David said. He said, Mike, if my wife heard you say anything about Diet Coke, she'd die. Brooks just threw it on the ground. She's done.
My dog.
No, everybody, we appreciate each and every one of you. All of your donations, your prayers, your well wishes, the purple hearts that you all place everywhere. The hashtag Bring Hunter Home Now. Let's keep it going. That's a strong hashtag now. People, I'm going to ask you, try to stay out of the drama right now if you can. Let's all seek peace. Let's, stress is never good. Let's try to seek peace as long as we can. I mean, if there comes a time to where we cannot seek peace, then it's what it is. It is what it is. But let's at least know that if we don't have peace, that we gave it our all to have peace. And that way we know that we tried as hard as we could, that we gave it our all, and we kept our word. Your word is who you are as a person, and you should never break your word, because that is your integrity. You are born with your integrity. That is God's gift to you. Don't ever let anybody take that away from you. The only way you can lose your integrity is to lose it yourself. Remember that.
Right.
And until next time, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And you might be looking for a video next week. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Good night.
Good night.